Hi guys, I'm John from Aptis Tutor, and today we're going to look at another writing. I'm going to give you some tips and advice on how to make your writing a good B2 level. In fact, probably this is B2.2 level. Okay, so let's go straight in there. So part one is you want to join Food from Around the World Club, and you have 5 messages from a member of the club. Write short replies, 1 to 5 words to each message. We suggest that you spend 3 minutes on this. Don't spend a lot of time. So question 1, how are you? Simple, I'm fine, thanks. Or if you want to be a bit more complicated, not too bad, can't grumble. There's lots of these short phrases that you can use. Okay, next question, where are you from? Instead of just putting the name of your city, again, you can raise the level by putting something like this. I was born in and the country or the city or the region where you're from. Okay. What's your favorite season? I really like autumn. And again, instead of just one word, you can get crowbar in a few more words there. And what's your favorite animal? It is I adore dolphins. So instead of like and love, you're showing to the examiner that you have a lot of vocabulary by using the word adore. And remember, it's in plural because you're talking about dolphins in general. Okay, and finally, how many people are in your family? There are 5 of us. Okay, so this is a set phrase in English when talking about your family. There are number of people of us. Okay, so let's move on to part 2. And this part, you are now a member of Food from Around the World Club. Please tell us why you're interested in food. Use 20 to 30 words, and you have our suggested time is 7 minutes to do this. Okay. So the first thing to do is examine the question and make sure you know exactly what they're asking you. So in this case, it's why you're interested in food. Okay, so my grandmother used to do the cooking, and I loved helping her in the kitchen. I also enjoy traveling, and I'm really into trying food from different countries. Okay, so we've got used to and then it's more loved in the past, and to enjoy traveling. And I really like this expression, is to be into something. It means something that you really like doing, you really enjoy doing. That's fairly straightforward. Task 3, you are in the Food from Around the World Club chat room. Answer the questions from other members. Use 30 to 40 words per answer, and the suggested time for this is 10 minutes. Again, you're in the chat room, which gives you a clue. The language should be chatty and informal. Don't use the SMS type of language there. You'll lose marks. So it's informal rather than text message type thing. First question. It's from Tim. Hi and welcome to the club. So what types of food do you like cooking? Again, simple. So the types of food you like cooking. I really enjoy trying to follow my grandmother's recipes. She's Nigerian and makes amazing dishes using yams and plantain. Recently, I've been experimenting with herbs and spices and different kinds of sauces. Okay, so we've got lots of interesting vocabulary, and again, instead of saying I like making pizza and spaghetti, we've chosen like yams and plantain. So this is quite low frequency vocabulary, but it shows the examiner that you know this specialized vocabulary. And then we've got the present perfect continuous with I've also been experimenting. And then a bit more specialized vocabulary, herbs, spices, and sauces. And what's the best restaurant you've been to, and what was it like? Okay, so two things. Best restaurant and what was it like? I'd have to say the Black Swan, a curry house in Bradford. The decor makes you feel as if you're really in India, and they specialise in South Indian dishes. The Goan fish dish is to die for. Okay, so the best restaurant is the Black Swan, and the type of restaurant it is a curry house in Bradford. And describing what it was like is the decor, it is the surrounding, the chairs, the table, the insides and outsides of the restaurant. And it's designed in a way to make you feel like you're really in India. And the specialisation is South Indian dishes, and the Goan fish dish is to die for. To die for means, oh, it's amazing. And finally, from Kofi, the opposite is what's the worst restaurant you've ever been to, and what was it like? So again, the same thing as the previous question, but the opposite. It was the Friendly Fish in Blackpool. The service was absolutely appalling. I had to wait 25 minutes for my meal. Then, when it finally arrived, the chips were cold and greasy, and the fish was frozen in the middle. Okay, so the worst restaurant was a Friendly Fish, and the service was absolutely appalling. Really interesting collocation here with absolutely appalling. It means really, just so terrible, really terrible. And the reason that the customer had to wait 25 minutes for food, and when it finally arrived, the chip was cold and greasy, and the fish was frozen in the middle. So again, lots of interesting vocabulary there. Okay, and for the final part, as a member of Food from Around the World Club, you receive this email. Dear member, we are writing to inform you that the TV chef Jay Goffrey won't be able to attend the club's annual meeting due to an administrative error. Unfortunately, he has been double booked on the 19th of May. We suggest changing the date of the meeting to the following week, so that he can join us as planned. Please let me know whether this arrangement would be satisfactory to you. Regards, Tyrone O'Neill. The question is, the informal email is, write an email to your friend, write about your feelings and what you think the Food from Around the World Club should do about the situation. Write 40 to 50 words, and suggested time is 10 minutes. Okay, so again, look at the question. So write about your feelings and what the club should do about the situation. So it's two things. Remember, the language should be friendly and informal. Hi Dave, I've just read the email from Tyrone and I'm a bit annoyed. I'm not keen on putting off the meeting as I won't be around on the 26th. I think they should stick to the date or look for a different chef. What do you reckon? Cheers, John. Okay, so starting off with the hi Dave, the informal greeting, present perfect to start with. I've just read the email and I'm a bit annoyed, so you're feeling a little bit angry. I'm not keen, so to be keen on something is to like. In this case, it's the opposite, so not really interested, doesn't really like the idea of putting off the meeting. To put off something means to postpone. I think they should stick to the date. Okay, they should stay with the original date or look for a different chef. So that's what they should do. What do you reckon is an informal way of saying what do you think or what's your opinion. Right, so for the final part of task 4 is write an email to the president of the club. Write about your feelings and what you think Food from Around the World Club should do about the situation in 120 to 150 words, and the suggested time for this is 20 minutes. Dear Mr. O'Neill, I am writing to express my real disappointment at hearing the news that Jay Godfrey will not be able to attend our annual meeting on the 19th. I'm afraid I do not find your proposed solution acceptable, and I will explain why. If the meeting is postponed to the following week, I will not be able to attend as I will already have left for my holiday. Therefore, I would like to put forward an alternative suggestion. In my opinion, you should write to Jay and ask him to cancel his other engagement and honour our original arrangement. If I remember correctly, he confirmed this date with us nearly a year ago. If he refuses, perhaps we should consider approaching another celebrity chef. I look forward to hearing your reply. Yours sincerely, John Harrop. Okay, so got the Dear Mr. O'Neill to start off, as you would do for a formal letter. Your feeling is that you're disappointed and you don't find the solution acceptable. You won't be able to attend because I will have already left my holiday. Really good use of the future perfect here again. So if you look, we're putting in lots of different grammar and specialist vocabulary. Therefore, good link in Word, I would like to put forward an alternative suggestion. So it's something else. Ask him to cancel his engagement or ask a different chef. Remember the writing in sentences and using paragraphs too, and finishing off with I look forward to hearing your reply, which is probably one of the most formal endings that you can get. And yours sincerely, because you've used the person's name, and to finish off with your own name. Okay, well, I hope that's been useful for you. Take care, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.